Welcome back to Quilting Mathematics. I'm Elaine Krajewski-Ellison, and today I'm going to explain to you this quilt called spiraling squares. The spiraling squares idea came from a switch plate cover in the Louvre in Paris, France. So where we get inspiration for our work sometimes can be in unusual places. The pattern of 12 squares all the way around fascinated me, and I wasn't really quite sure about how this new set of squares would be filled in, but essentially what you have in this quilt is, to find the side of the new square, you take the diagonal of the old square, and that helps to form the side of the new square. Always, to get this square, the diagonal of the old square becomes the side of the new square. When you have this happening, you actually have an area doubling relationship. And this is not the way that plants will spiral. Plants do not spiral in even kinds of chambers like we have right here. As a matter of fact, if this was being classified by botanists, they would say it's 1-to-1 phyllotaxis, meaning the number of cells this way and the number of cells the other way are exactly the same. In spiraling plants like flowers, echinacea, daisies, this does not happen. The cells actually become more distended, and they are not squares. There's actually an interesting history of the idea of dissections with this, and I'm going to show you a square, and this goes back to Plato, about the 4th century BC. Plato asked, can you find two other squares that add up in area to this square right here? And the answer is actually a very simple, what we call dissection. So dissections, or cutting a figure up, have been around for a long, long time, at least back to 4th century BC. So we'll take the square, draw the diagonals of the square, remove 2, remove 2. We'll actually take two sides of the square, put it together, two sides of the square and put it together. And now what we have is two squares whose area adds up to that original square that we are working with. So people tend to think that dissections are a new idea. They've been around for a long, long time. Thank you for visiting with me today. I hope you've enjoyed this particular quilt, and stay tuned for another quilt. This one's quilt 4 in the series of 22. Have a great day.